So I don't really talk a lot about how I take care of my tanks. Um, this is my 36-gallon male guppy tank. It is overstocked by most people's standards, I think. I don't really worry about that with guppies of any sort because they're quite social fish, and they seem to spend a lot of time together. If you have a great big fish tank, they all go to one corner, and these usually do that too. They spend a lot of time close together in one part of the tank. They don't seem to use the whole, half of the tank is always empty. I have my two problem rainbow fish in there with them. These are the ones that attacked my large male and killed him. They seem to be fine in here. My husband was a bit worried because he could see some guppies with tails that look like they have nips, but I said no, they were born that way. Their father was a sword tail angler, and all of his babies had really odd tails. Bits missing at the bottom, bits missing at the top, bits missing in the middle. Yes, it was really weird. I can tell that I don't have much problems in here with fin nipping because all my guppies with very large fins have all their fins. It's only these odd babies that have such strange tails. So with this tank, I roughly clean it out now every 8 to 10 days. It has a canister filter in it for I want to say 100-gallon tank. So it's quite a big canister in here, and it has a sponge filter for a 40-gallon tank. When I clean it, I usually take about 25% of the water out, and then I vacuum just small parts of the tank each time. I don't usually vacuum around the plants because I think the plants heat all the muck up, so I did used to religiously clean every 7 days, but I've found leaving it there a little bit longer doesn't seem to worry the fish at all. So mostly I do a 25% water change and then a 40% water change. I never ever have to clean the glass on here because my snails do a really good job. Now probably if I had other fish in here like tetras or more neons, I probably wouldn't clean so often because guppies are extraordinarily dirty fish. They're very messy, so they do need cleaning out a little bit more than normal. As you can see, they do all have a little go at each other. I think that's very, very normal for such a group of male guppies, but the more male guppies you have, the less one's going to be picked on. So I have very tiny babies in here, about 4 months old, up to older fish that are must be 2 years old now. I very rarely lose a fish in here. It's a very happy tank. I usually lose fish to old age. I have some extraordinary colours in here. I just noticed a male who is some weird colour. I put the babies in here when they show no colour at all really. I just know they're males, and suddenly I notice a fish I've never really seen before in here. I think that must be a baby. I've got one there, if you can see him. He's an extraordinary colour. I'm going more for breeding. The ones that look a little bit like females. I don't know if you can see him up there, it's a bit dark. But I'm going for fish with smaller tails. I've got a little male there somewhere. He's right in front. And they don't have the long tails, so they do look like females, but quite colourful. The male there with the long tail, that's I bought him like that, and the father of most of these fish that have strange tails is exactly the same as him. They all look like their tails are a little bit ragged, but they were actually born like that.